See, I am an introvert, and an introvert working in a service industry is very difficult. But you need to understand that it is a process. Earlier, I used to face a lot of problem while talking to clients. Now I don't face so much problems because any other brand who wants to stay in the business, who wants to grow their business, they need to understand it should solve a problem for their customer, and the customer lifetime value should be more than what they are spending in acquiring. If it is not, your business is going to die. A lot of entrepreneurs waste their time in unusual things which are not helping their business grow. Maybe they are focusing a lot on a particular product, but they're not focusing on acquiring customers. They're not focusing on acquiring clients.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting conversation with me. All of us have these big dreams of becoming entrepreneurs, and a lot of us have products of our own. I meet a lot of small entrepreneurs. So, one common challenge that I see everybody facing is how to find a loyal customer base for themselves. And to solve this big problem or talk about this big problem, we have with us today Mr. Ajay, who is having his own agency and helps brands acquire their customers. And I have personally worked with him for the past 3 years, and I'm really happy to have you here and very excited, Ajay.
Happy to hear you.
Ajay, to start with, quickly tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I run a growth marketing company based out of Bangalore. I live in Bangalore, but my team is distributed. So we work from, most parts of India. What we do in our agency, we help businesses grow. While they are growing, we also grow. So I provide 3 different services. One is performance marketing. Second is SEO. Third is YouTube growth. We help these brands acquire customers and we help them grow. Whether it is a small startup, a funded company, or established business, we find them new customers and help them grow.
Ajay, you are an entrepreneur yourself. I mean, you have your own agency, so by default, that makes you an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You are an entrepreneur in the services space. Can you tell me what is the difference between being an entrepreneur in the services space versus having your own product and promoting it or acquiring customers for that? What is the real stark difference between both of these?
So there is a big difference. Definitely, you have to understand that product and services are 2 different things. Acquiring customers, maintaining customers, and building a relationship with these, clients is very different. In a service industry, you have to involve yourself a lot with your clients. You need to understand one by one, and then you have to solve their problem. If you have a product, then you can scale it faster. You don't have to deal with one person every single time. You can productize this particular thing, and then you can scale it. Now, the major difference in both of these is in service industry, if you are just getting started, you don't have a lot of funds. What you can do, you can learn one particular skill, you can start serving your clients, and you can make money out of it. If you want to get into product, there are a lot of different things. First thing, it will take a lot of time to build a product. Then you have to look for a market fit, whether it is there or not. Once it is there, then you have to start promoting it. But you need a lot of capital to get started. So I would suggest if somebody wants to get into entrepreneurship, they should get started with a service business or a B2B business where they don't have to invest a lot of money, but they can invest their time and start making money. But once they are ready to scale their business, they can productize their services, or maybe they can build a product and then they can scale it.
But that's not easy, I mean, the services industry is not as simple you just described. So, what are the real challenges to look out for or you face in the services industry?
See, I am an introvert, and an introvert working in a service industry is very difficult. But you need to understand that it is a process. Earlier, I used to face a lot of problem while talking to clients. Now I don't face so much problems because I've worked on my communication skills. Second, when you're working in a service industry, you need to understand what are the pain points of your clients. And a lot of people, what they do when they are getting into a service industry or B2B, at that point of time, they try to acquire small scale clients, right? Smaller clients who are paying them small tickets. Because the tickets are so small, they are not able to serve these clients better. I started with smaller clients, I started acquiring, but slowly I am building this up. I want to get clients who can pay me better so that I can invest time on their business. So it is a process. Definitely it's not easy, but it is a process and you have to build systems. Whether it is a product business, whether it is a service business, if you don't have a system in place, you won't be able to grow. and you won't be able to sustain. Most of the books you will read online or on entrepreneurship or marketing and all this, they will explain you about the systems and product industry. What are life cycle management products, how you can do it, what are the CRMs and all these things. You can understand it over there. Service industry, a lot of people will not tell you. So what I tried to do in earlier phase of my entrepreneurship journey, when I started my agency, at that point of time I was not able to, because I had earlier experience with my travel business also. That was also in service industry. So I understood customer delight is very important in this particular industry. So you need to understand what are the challenges these people are facing and how you can actually make them happy. So whatever industry you are in, you need to understand the challenges and how you can make the customer happy. After understanding this, you have to start putting systems in your services. If there are no systems, you won't be able to scale or you won't be able to manage. For example, a lot of people who get into service industry, they try to do every single thing by themselves. Till they are doing the same thing by themselves, they won't be able to grow their business. First is the system I'm talking about. You can build SOPs around your business. If one particular employee who is working with you today, if he is not working with you tomorrow, what you are going to do? You have to train another employee. But if you have SOPs in your system, you can give the SOP to this new employee. He can learn and he can get started. This is one particular system. Second is delegation. If you're doing every single thing in your business, then definitely you won't be able to grow. So you have to find people where you can delegate the business, where you can delegate the processes, where you can delegate the skills. For whatever skill, you can hire a cheaper person or whom you can pay lesser. You hire them, you train them, and then you give them the work. You focus on the high paying skills or high paying work. For example, acquiring a client is a high paying job. Everybody cannot acquire a client. If you're getting into customer acquisition, you can delegate the work of delivering. Everybody else in your company will focus on delivery. You can focus on acquiring the customer. This is another system that you can build. Or there can be multiple of such systems that you can build around your service industry. The point is, whether you are in a service industry or product industry, you have to bridge the gap. Your service should move towards product. It should become productized. For example, let's say if you are giving a SEO package and digital marketing, SEO can be customized as per the requirement of one particular client. 50,000, 75,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, whatever it is. But if you productize it, you have only 3 packages: 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Now, the decision making process of your client will be simpler. He don't need to get into a lot of things. Maybe you understand the nuances, they don't. You don't have to confuse them. You have to give them the solution. So once you productize it, see, we have only 3 products: 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Take it or leave it. It's as simple as that. If you are going to supermarket, you cannot buy a sneaker of 1 gram, right? You have to buy the whole bar, which is 50 rupees, 75 rupees, 100 rupees. These are the pricing. You cannot negotiate, give me, this much less, this much more. So in the service industry also, you have to build the system, productization of your services. Whatever service you are providing, productize it so that you can scale it. So I think these are some of the systems that I have built around my company and I am able to, successfully run it.
You kept referring to providing services as an entrepreneur. Let's go to the other part of the conversation. Why do companies hire you? What is it that you give them? The service that you're talking about, what is that service?
So I have 3 different services, as I mentioned. We are a growth marketing agency where we provide growth to the companies. In the services, I have 3 different services which I provide. First is paid marketing. I run ads on Meta and Google. I help them grow by acquiring these, their potential customers or clients. This is service number 1. Second is SEO. In SEO, what we do? We rank their website on Google organically so that they can start getting traffic from Google for free and they can convert this traffic. This is service number 2. Third is YouTube growth. We provide businesses or individuals and we help them grow their channels so that they can start earning from there, or they can, this growth can help their business definitely in growing. So these are the 3 different services. Why we chose this service, I will tell you. So when I started, I cannot provide all the services by myself, right? So I chose one service, which was the easiest for me to handle multiple clients. That was paid ads. I picked one service. I started, servicing multiple clients. Once I started getting multiple clients, I understood. Now they have requirement of SEO also. At that point of time, I hired one more guy. I started providing the same clients SEO services. Now I have two different services. I have one guy which I am paying. I can sustain myself in one particular service. After selling my performance marketing services, I'm able to earn enough so that I can pay a third guy. I'm paying this guy. I'm also getting more money from the same clients for SEO. That means I'm able to make more money from the same clients and I'm able to grow my service stack also. So now there are two different services. This took me approximately 3 years. It must look easy that you started providing two different services, but I provided a single service for 2 years. Once I had enough money to hire another person, I hired them and I started providing services again. Then I know after 4 year, I knew that I have these many people, these many clients, I can support one more service. The idea behind all the services that I'm providing is to help one particular business grow. Now, if a business is coming to me, they are at very initial stage of acquiring their potential customer digitally. They don't want to wait for 6 months or 1 year for SEO to work. They don't want to wait for 1 year to YouTube to work. That is why I started with paid ads so that I can give them immediate results. Within 1 week, they can start seeing results. Once their business is established after 1 year or 2 year, they have enough cash. Now they can fetch some cash, they can give it for another service also. It is my upsell. That is why I hired another person to provide that particular service. And now, maybe, after 4 years, when I saw that these people are growing, these businesses are growing, they have enough cash to start building their brand. That is why I chose YouTube, because YouTube is a place where if you have a good following, if you have a good base over there, you can definitely build a brand out of it. This is a process. It took me 5 years to start building, to start growing, to start understanding, and this is how it is.
With ads, in the ads ecosystem, in the ads universe, today there are dime a dozen D2C brands who are just burning cash. And you just mentioned, so ads is one thing, everybody does it today. People also say SEO is dead, but I know for a fact that SEO is a very, very, even today, it's one of the very powerful methods of acquiring customers.
Right.
And again, YouTube. You have been telling me over and over again that the most important property a brand can build for himself or an individual person can build for themselves is a YouTube brand.
Right.
So let's start. I want to understand, how do you differentiate yourself in this ecosystem where everybody is willing to burn cash on ads?
And I think last question also you asked the same thing, that why businesses are choosing me over others. So when we go to a business, I don't talk about managing their services. I talk about growing their brand. You must have also seen that whatever brands you work with, we try to give them a projection that what they can actually achieve. And a lot of businesses who are providing these kind of services, or agencies who are providing these kind of services, they talk about the service. They don't talk about your brand, your business. If you are paying them money, you want to hear about yourself, not their services. There are multiple services. If your service is not able to bring value to my business, why I am going to pay you? So a lot of, I think, agencies, when they reach out to one particular business, they talk about their services. They try to explain what digital marketing is, what SEO is. Your client doesn't want to understand what SEO is. It's your job. Your client wants to understand, if he is putting 2 lakh rupees with you, how much return on investment you can give it to him. This is what we try to do when we are trying to acquire one particular client. We show them case studies. We show them, how much we have invested, what is the return on ad spend, what is the ROI that the business generated, and what is the lifetime value of one particular customer. This process is very successful with businesses who understand that marketing is changing. There are a lot of businesses who don't understand. So we don't even chase these kind of businesses. But definitely, if you have funds, you can start, educating these people about this, maybe, through a course, through a consultation. Once these people are educated, then you can convert them in one particular of your services, right? It can be upsell for it. So this is what we do. We try to audit one particular business. We give them an audited report that this is what your business stands for. This is where it is currently, and what can be the future of this particular business, and how we can fit in bridging this particular gap.
So in today's ecosystem where all brands are burning
Right.
cash like water
Right.
in ads ecosystem,
So
how does a small startup, find a place for itself?
So see, it's definitely very competitive. A lot of VCs and this people with a lot of investment laying around, they invest money in a lot of D2C startups and they are burning cash like crazy. They just want to acquire new and new customers. First thing you need to understand, in whatever industry you are, whether it is D2C, whether it is any other industry, is your product, is your service is going to add value to the life of your customer? First, if it is adding value, what can be the lifetime value of that particular customer? If somebody is buying your product only one time and after that he is not buying it, you are not making any money and you are not making any business. If he is a repeat customer, then only you have a business. So first thing, any D2C brand or any other brand who wants to stay in the business, who wants to grow their business, they need to understand it should solve a problem for their customer, and the customer lifetime value should be more than what they are spending in acquiring. If it is not, your business is going to die. Second, a lot of businesses are burning money in paid advertisement to just acquire the same kind of audience which can buy online. In India, is approximately 50 to 60 lakh people who can actually buy good quality products, and maybe 2 CR people who can buy all kinds of products. This is the audience that you can actually target online. For any D2C brand who don't have a lot of money, what I would suggest, start building your distribution by yourself. Instagram is free. YouTube is free. You can start posting content over there. You can start building your own following based upon what you are going to promote in the future. Once you have a good following, then you can start selling. So your distribution is completely free. Your selling is completely free. You are just printing profit after that. Let's say you are not camera friendly. You are not able to record videos. You don't have resources to do it. You don't have time to do it. Then what you can do, let's say if you have, this is one of the strategies I suggested to one of my SaaS client. I told them, like we do, in paid marketing, we extract the audiences of other people through some tools. I told them, instead of doing this, you don't have a lot of budget. You have a B2B product that a business can use. You go to your competitors following. Whoever is following them, start messaging them. Tell them, use my product for 1 month for free, 3 months for free, 6 months for free. Once 100 people are using your product for 6 months, then you can start pitching for investment and then you can start promoting it. So maybe you can give your product, you can give your services to your potential client for free. What you have to do, go to the following of your competitor. Start reaching out to these people on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook. Then give them this product for free. There will be two different things. One is you can get a testimonial for free. Second is, if this person is using first time, they like the product, they will continue using it. That is why I mentioned, if the lifetime value of the product is good, the product is going to work. If it is not, people are going to ditch it after first month or first purchase.
Interesting. So what you've touched upon is basically retention marketing to a large extent.
No, see, if you have to market for retention, your product is not good.
Okay.
Definitely, you have to invest some resources so that people are, connected with you. They are in one particular community, but they should like your product to stay with you. If they are, staying with you longer, you are a more profitable business, right? If they're not staying with you, you have to keep spending to acquire them again and again.
The next point which I had asked you was, about how I read a lot of these blogs saying SEO is dead. SEO to history hai, it's the past.
Okay.
Is that really true?
See, I am hearing this from last 10 years when I started, SEO journey. At that point of time, also people used to tell SEO is dead. This is coming, that is coming, all these things are coming. Maybe SEO is evolving, but this is not dead. Maybe people are saying, ChatGPT is there. Now nobody is going to use Google. Nobody is going to use, a search engine. But that is not true. Because at the end of it, what results ChatGPT is providing you, this is based upon some data on the internet. And they will give you links. And you can start getting traffic from there also. And when you see what kind of results ChatGPT is providing or what kind of, links they are giving in the, output, these are mostly the pages which are already ranking on page number 1 of Google. So whether maybe Google can die, but SEO is not going to die. And let's say if you are just considering that SEO is about Google, it's not. SEO is about everywhere where you can search. You can search on Instagram, you can search on YouTube, you can search on all the platforms. So you can start optimizing these platforms for searches. If somebody is searching over there, your videos, your post, your articles should come. This is all about SEO.
And you keep talking about the value of YouTube for personal branding or for product branding. Why is it that you're so particular that everybody should really harness the power of YouTube? Because Instagram is there, everybody's on Instagram.
Exactly. So see, it's not only about YouTube. It's about building a community. You can build your community anywhere, whether it is Instagram, whether it is YouTube. So it's mostly about building a community, not only YouTube. Maybe in future there can be another platform where you can build a community. In today's time, why I focus mostly on YouTube is YouTube is a very trustworthy platform. If you check, maybe a particular age group can be on Facebook, another age group can be on Instagram, another age group can be on Snapchat, but everybody is on YouTube. So first thing, you can find a diversified pool over there. Second, it is not only a discovery platform or social media. It is a search platform also. People can actually search and they can discover you. So there are not two different capabilities. One is discovery, second is search. YouTube built such a, and they invested a lot of money in building such a cult community over there. People may not like if somebody is calling them Instagrammers. YouTuber is a tag for everybody, and they use it as a badge of honor. YouTube also invested a lot of money in building this platform for the status symbol. So if you are a YouTuber, you are definitely above, and also people are getting paid well. If you are a YouTuber with a similar following of Instagrammer, you get paid well. This is because Instagram, maybe your videos are of 1 minute or maybe 90 seconds. In YouTube, you can create longer format content. And everybody knows attention is the key. You are able to hold the attention of a person for 5 minutes, 10 minutes on YouTube. That means you have the capability to sell. If you are able to retain these people for 10 minutes, you can sell these people. So I think that is why I focus a lot on YouTube, because this is a very good tool to build your personal brand, to help your business grow, and to build that trust that your brand needs.
What are the common mistakes you observe entrepreneurs making, when you start working with them, or you observe people in the market today?
See, every entrepreneur makes a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. The only thing is, are you able to learn and move forward with that? A lot of people don't learn. As I mentioned, when we were talking, a lot of people first thing don't delegate. They want to do every single thing by themselves. They don't want to delegate anybody, anything. They want to be in control. If you want to control every single thing, you won't be having time to think beyond. So I think a lot of entrepreneurs have this particular issue that they don't want to delegate things. They want to have control over every single thing which is maybe working or not working for them. This is one of the major issues I see with a lot of entrepreneurs. I think this is the core problem. Second is, a lot of entrepreneurs waste their time in unusual things which are not helping their business grow. Maybe they are focusing a lot on a particular product, but they're not focusing on acquiring customers. They're not focusing on acquiring clients. So one particular SaaS company, they built the whole product. They invested 3 years in building the product. After 3 years, when they came to me, still their product had a lot of issues, but they wasted 3 years over there building this particular product, finalizing every single thing. When they came to me, we started running some of their campaigns. People were still facing problems and a lot of problems. And in 3 years, the market changed completely. A lot of people maybe were not needing this particular product at this point of time. They needed the new features which are available in their competitors. So I would suggest, don't invest a lot of time in just building the product or perfecting one particular thing. Get into the market, get the feedback from your potential customers, then keep on improving. This is one particular thing which is very much important. Get into the market, build a MVP, and then take the feedback and then build upon it. So I think, a lot of people don't understand this. I was also, in the similar scenario when I started. I wanted to perfect some of the skills. I'm in a service business, right? So I wanted to perfect, maybe paid ads, maybe SEO and all these things. And it is a very tempting thing. It gives you power on one particular subject, but it won't help you grow. Maybe for an employee who want to invest his 20, 40 years, this can be a good thing, obsessing over one particular thing. But for an entrepreneur, it's not a good thing. You have to, maybe you fall in love with one of your product, but you have to pivot if it is not working. Because your end goal is to make a profitable business. Your end goal is not to make a perfect product, because your perfect product is depending upon how your audience perceive it, not you. So I think this is one of a very big problem which a lot of entrepreneurs have. And the problem list is, depends upon a lot of their background, what kind of mindset they have, all this thing. But I think, these two problems are very much critical.
Ajay, if you could get into a time machine and go back in time, what are the lessons you would want to share with your younger self as an entrepreneur?
I think this is a problem with a lot of entrepreneurs also, that you have to maintain your cash flow. If your payments are getting delayed, if you're not getting paid on time, if it is taking a lot of time, then your business is going nowhere. It's going to stuck. So cash flow is the king. I should have learned this 7 years ago. I'm learning it now. But every business should, just keep this in mind. Whether you are in service, whether you are in product, whether you are in B2B, B2C, if your sales cycle is longer, it is going to affect your business. So keep your cash flow in control.
Great. Thank you. And I'm going to share your email ID, at the bottom of this episode so
Sure.
that people can reach out to you.
You can share our website also.
Yeah, I'll do that so that, I know I have learned a lot from you and the businesses for which I have worked with you, I've seen it grow. I hope people can reach out to you and get the benefits of working with you too. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this conversation. If you did, if you've been watching this episode till now, please subscribe and follow. I'll try to bring more interesting guests as we go forward. Thank you for watching.